What's up guys, welcome back or to the channel. Today finally we're doing another full Jeep video. Don't worry, all Jeeps all day. And the first thing we're doing is mounting up that new spare. Yes, I did get 5. I have a matching spare and we're gonna mount it up today, but we couldn't get it done before. But I just got the part in from TerraFlex, so we're gonna mount it up right now. Basically it brings it out about 2 inches and up about 2 inches, so we can have our spare on there and still use the stock factory mounting points. And the beauty is that we won't have to change anything, and as long as you use these guys as your bump stops right in between the tire and the door, you should be good to go. You're not going to have any kind of extra strain on your hinges as long as these are tied up against the tire. So let's go, let's take this one off and let's get that plate in. Now that everything is mounted up, you guys can see here, it goes up about 2 inches and it comes out about 2 or 3 inches. And basically that should give you enough clearance, but these bump stops aren't gonna work anymore. So I'm gonna unscrew them and hopefully we can just screw these right in. If not, then I'll figure something out. And if you guys are wondering, this is a TerraFlex bracket. It is actually one of the better quality ones. It is threaded, so you don't have to worry about these moving or slipping when you're actually mounting your tire. And I will post a link to this down below, as well as these bump stops here. So right now, hopefully we can get those bump stops in. Let's take these off and let's see what happens. But before we start, look at the tire size difference here. Quite a bit wider. If they stop moving on me. Quite a bit wider, and about 2 or 3, yeah, I'd say 2.5 to 3 inches taller. So not bad. But let's finish this up and let's get this tire on there. So basically guys, I tried taking these off. The hole needed for these is huge. You guys can see here, it's like the size of my thumb. So I don't want to be drilling that size hole into the back here right now. So what I'm going to do is leave these in, put these on, and I don't have it with me, but I'm going to get a double-sided 3M tape that I use to keep the spoiler on my other car. And I'm just going to double-sided sticky tape them to these for now. And the pressure of the tire will hold them in place anyway. So for now, let's mount my third brake light back up, and I think we should be good to go. Alright guys, all mounted back up, and I was not going to play around and get all of those busted bolts out. So self-tappers it is, because that's the way of the Jeep, self-tappers and zip ties, and let's go. But no, for real guys, it's mounted up. I'm going to get some wire from my house because I didn't bring it with me, but I'm going to get some wire and just wire this up quickly when I get home after the Jeep meet. And right now, let's throw this tire on and let's go to the Jeeps and Coffee. Here we are, guys, and pretty good turnout today. And this is just pretty much our group of Jeeps that go off-roading together. You probably recognize most of them from the trails, and if you don't, then you'll probably see them on the trails this season. So keep watching, guys, there's lots more to come, but definitely a good mix of Jeeps and different lifts and styles and tires and everything. So it's gonna be a good season, and I cannot wait to hit the trails. That's sick. I like the KCs. And this is probably the shiniest Jeep that you guys will ever see. Paint on this thing is nice. Just had a paint correction done and already a few trail scratches, but that's just part of the game, I guess. And if you guys remember this thing from a few times ago when we went and we got stuck, I think he's got a few more mods and a few more coming, so definitely watch out for this thing on the trail. It's gonna be a good time, and it's gonna hopefully be an awesome summer, because I know that most of the times I go out, Nico's always down, so we're definitely gonna see this a lot. And you learn something new every day, guys. Apparently you can start your drone on an aluminum Jeep. I can't do it on my Jeep because it's steel and it kind of messes up the compasses and the GPS, but if you've got a JL and you're riding in style, well then, I guess you don't care about anything. And check this thing out, guys. This thing is still on its way to being a full build, but it's coming along really nicely. And if you guys thought that I was happy with my lights, well, look at these. Now, if we're ever gonna get lost, definitely, at least you're gonna find us from the sky or from the moon with all the lights that we've got on our Jeeps. But a good mix, different styles, different builds, and mine is actually coming along nicely. It's almost as tall as the JL over here. A little bit more work and we'll be there soon. And definitely, guys, we got to start bringing our drone out this year. A lot of the trails are really tight and there's a lot of tree coverage, but hopefully we can bring it out and actually get some good shots for you guys this year. But geez, check out this D'd ass bumper and tire carrier. I'm pretty sure you could stick like a 44 on here and you'd be good to go, because it looks ready. Pretty soon I need to get myself some sort of a bumper and a new tire carrier, but for now it does the job. And you know we meet at the Krispy Kreme for a reason, guys. And they're making them hot right now. Can't complain. Hot donuts, Jeeps, and warm weather, warm-ish weather. I'm still wearing my jacket, but it's getting there. Summer's coming around soon. And let's do one more quick walkthrough of all the Jeeps before we head out. Honestly, I love those rims. They look awesome on this thing. And I think, yeah, those are Maxxis. They look sweet. I wanted to get a set, but they didn't make them in my size. It was really hard to find, so unfortunately I couldn't. But it's good to see that somebody's out there using them at least. And the KCs, always looking fresh. Might be missing a bumper, but this thing's coming along nicely. It's gonna look awesome when it's done. Cannot wait to see this build. And some more trail scratches on the shiny one. And this guy, you've probably seen him on the trail with me a few times. Definitely gonna see him on the trail with me a few more times, as well as probably all of these rigs. So watch out for that, because it's gonna be an awesome year. Cannot wait to hit some new trails and some different obstacles. But I think that we are aiming for next week. We should be heading out somewhere to go do some off-roading. So look out for that video. But for now, I think I'm gonna head out of here and I'll catch you guys when I get back. And we're back in the garage. Now it's time to deal with that third brake light. And honestly, I think I'm gonna have to take the spare tire off because I can't really get in here to get at the wires properly. So let's rip this tire off again and let's fix those wires. Now that we've got the entire tire off, it's going to be a lot easier to get in here at these wires. And the reason I didn't do them is because they weren't long enough to just strip and connect. So I have an extra piece of wire. let me just throw it in there. I will solder and heat shrink this up, and then I'll probably get some new loom at some point. But for now, at least it'll be watertight, and we'll have a third brake light working. Well, it ain't the prettiest, but once I get some loom, it'll look perfectly fine. Now, I know that they're both green, and that's the only wire I had left, but for such a small section, I don't think it's going to be an issue. You can honestly see on both sides what it is, so not a big deal. Now, let's make sure it actually works. Well, now it's all wired up. Now all we have left is to put the tire back on, and we're in business. Perfect. Now everything is mounted back up. Well, that's a bit of a letdown. Let's see, I think it might just be the bulb. Let me take the cover off and we'll check it out. And that is our culprit. I would say that is definitely burnt. So, not a big deal. When I go to grab some loom, I will grab myself one of these guys. Probably cost me like $1 or $2, nothing big. And we will have our functioning light again. But for now, I'll put it all back together. And at least it is wired up. And now we know what the issue is. But I think I'll still end up doing something like an LED light in here, probably recess it back behind the spokes somehow, or around it, or in the middle, probably in the middle, and then I'll have the light coming out just through the holes here. Honestly, I think that's gonna look pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. I don't wanna get that full LED ring that sits in there because I don't wanna be able to see the light. As you guys know, whenever I mount lights, I don't like being able to actually see them. I like mounting them, can't even talk. I like mounting them nice and flush so you don't see the light source, you just see the light. I think it looks a little bit cleaner. It doesn't look as tacky, I guess. I don't know how to really say it, but I think it just looks a lot cleaner. So we're gonna go for that look. I'm gonna try to see if I can find some lights. For the bumper at the same time for reverse lights, or maybe I'll mount them also somewhere on the tire here. Maybe just in the center on these two extra holes I can mount some sort of a short light bar or something, but we'll see. For now, at least everything is wired up. And I never thought I'd actually use this little ratchet for anything, but there you go. Look at this thing, it's the size of my finger. But it fits right here perfectly between the tire and this light. So I guess sometimes you need the little tool. So I guess it is the right tool for some jobs. Funny enough, I actually have two of them. One's got like a little crescent wrench on the other side, or a box wrench I should say. And this one is just like a ratchet. They both have a lever. Pretty cool. That's about gonna wrap it up for today's video. Pretty short one, nothing too special, but at least we got some more things done. We're moving forward, we've gotten a couple things accomplished. Spare tires on, and I remounted that third brake light, so good stuff. I actually do think I want to get a different third brake light just because that one is not visible and I don't really feel like playing with spacers and stuff. But oh yeah, good boy. And I don't really feel like playing with spacers and stuff, and I think I'm just gonna end up going the route of getting one for the inside of the wheel, maybe like LED or something like that. But we'll see exactly. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section what you guys have used or what you guys think I should use. But I'm more than happy to try something new, try something different, and put in some different lights there. And I think I also want to mount some reverse lights there somewhere, something for on the trail, not just for on the street, but like when I'm actually out on the bush and I can't see behind me. So that would be useful. I think those are something that's going to be coming soon. Maybe mount them to the bumper, maybe to the spare tire. We'll see. But I think that about covers it for today's video, guys. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. Jump down there, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Hit that notification bell because there's tons more good content coming your way. And definitely drop me a like if you guys enjoyed this video because it definitely helps me out a lot. And until next time, guys, ride safe out there. Peace.